Austria. What are you looking at down there?
Oh, we're in St. John's, Newfoundland. Nope. We're in St. New Brunswick, and I'm looking at the container ships down there. Look at those fun little container ships. Looks like some shopping. I might have to check it out. We are in St. John, New Brunswick. And what are we going to do today, Michael?
We're going to go for a walk. We're going to do a walking tour. We're going to capture the walking tour. So if you come to St. John's, New Brunswick.
By the way, it's St. John, not St. John's.
Oh, that's right. It's St. John. And the whole idea of this video is to tell you what to do, what not to do, or what we did and what we shouldn't have done. Oh, wait, one other thing. We're going to do a full review of our entire day at the end of the video. What did we think of St. John?
Sounds good. Let's go. I'm ready.
Stay to the end of the video. Let's go.
St. John, New Brunswick is located in the Bay of Fundy, home to the largest tides in the world. If your cruise ship has docked here for the day, you're in for a port packed with history, natural wonders, and maritime charm. There are plenty of things to do from this port. You can choose to do them through your cruise ship or on your own. Strolling the town to people watch or scout out a restaurant or watering hole is also a great option. St. John was founded in 1785 and much of its architecture reflects Loyalist and Victorian influence. The city was devastated from the Great Fire of 1877, which destroyed over 1,600 structures, but it was rebuilt in Grand Victorian style, giving the town its charming character you see today. There are plenty of food offerings, but if you want to try the local seafood, Digby scallops, lobster rolls, and Atlantic salmon are staples here. And a popular stop near the terminal is Steamer's Lobster Company. But if you prefer something outdoorsy, consider a quick taxi ride or excursion to Irving Nature Park, just 15 minutes from the port. This coastal park has easy walking trails, salt marshes, and lookouts over the Bay of Fundy. It's perfect for some fresh air and panoramic views. And if you're feeling more adventurous, plan a visit to the Fundy National Park and Hopewell Rocks. It's at least a 2-hour car ride away, but here is where you can witness the highest tidal changes in the world, rising and falling between 32 to 46 feet. And for 3 hours before and after low tide, visitors can walk on the ocean floor and take photos with the famous flower pot rocks. These formations have been carved from Fundy's sandstone sea cliffs over many years and nicknamed the flower pot rocks due to their appearance. They have trees that grow at the top of the large brown stacks that resemble clay pots with growing plants. But today we are staying somewhat close to the port and exploring what we can do on foot. We will walk along the waterfront and the Harbour Passage Trail and head over to one of St. John's most famous natural wonders, the Reversing Falls Rapids at the mouth of the St. John River. Our day starts from the Marco Polo Cruise Terminal. And just off the ship, this area is known as the Area 506 Waterfront Container Village. These shipping containers we could see from the ship's outdoor deck. Here you find shops, the visitor center, and an area to grab a bite to eat and listen to some music. Further along, just outside of the container village, you'll find a few local vendors selling their crafts, jewelry, and creativity.
Very creative. Awesome. So the deal here is you follow the red pavement, and it's basically a boardwalk. All right, so we're going to follow the red path, the red pavement, all the way to the Reversing Falls Lookout.
We walked along the Waterfront Boardwalk, which took us to an open plaza and the St. John City Market.
Who are you talking to? Talking to him? He's not saying much, is he?
No.
At the end of the boardwalk is the Harbour Passage Trail. There is a blue painted gateway with a sign that proclaims that this is the Harbour Passage, so it's difficult to miss.
We're a little ways back, maybe 1/10 of a mile, and Andrea said, "Oh, looks like the trail ends." Like if you looked across the little harbor area there. I can understand why she would say that. Because if you look and you try to look across and you try to look for the trail, it looks like it disappears into a parking lot, like it ends. You can physically see that it ends there, but it's not the trail. So if you just stay on the trail, it'll keep bringing you to where you want to go, at least where we want to go. Thanks for coming along. Make sure you stay to the end of the video. We do a full review of our port day in St. John, New Brunswick. So you can see all the construction. So they do have a Harbour Passage Trail detour. You can see that the trail is not painted anymore, but at least they're putting signs up because of the construction that's taken place. So it's a nice walk. It really is. It permitting weather, right? If the weather's nice, it's always a nice walk, at least for us, because we want to get our steps in. We haven't gotten our steps in a while. We seem to not walk as much when we're on land, meaning home. But when we're home on a ship, we do a lot of walking. We do a lot of healthy stuff. It's just easier to do when you're on a cruise ship, for us anyway. You can see the detour has us going left. Exit, stage left. That's where we're going. You can see the tide's going out, but you'll see the tide line right there. So it's moving. We're going to see some stuff. But ideally, you want to come here right when the high tide is almost there, because you can see it coming in. The high tide is where the action is. But low tide too, you'll see a little bit. But we're expected to see full low tide by the time we get there. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what it looks like. You never know. You got to, when you get here, when your ship gets here, when you get out and you walk there, you really can't time the tides unless you get lucky when the ship docks and the tides are in their cycle.
The trail follows the water's edge and makes for lots of great photo opportunities along the route. Eventually, the trail turns onto a sidewalk.
You know, like on a double lane highway here, it's pretty loud when the cars are driving by. Oh, I'm out of breath. So I ran up the hill. Try to burn some energy, burn some FAT. We're almost there, almost there. Up that sidewalk and you grab the Harbour Trail again. Let's check this out, huh? Well, we're pretty much at the viewpoint. This isn't it. I'm just looking at this before I go look at the viewpoint.
Walk along the roadway for a bit before coming upon the Fallsview Park, a viewing platform on the near side of the bridge that goes over the Fundy River Gorge.
Back on the Harbour Passage Trail, and you get to see low tide right now. It's low tide in action. So you got people up top there looking down. We're gonna head up there, but I wanted to come down here first, get close to what's it look like under the bridge. Oh, it's cool over here. Oh, that water's gotta be cold, because it's cool here. What you have is you have river water going out into the tide water, and the tide water is going out, but on high tide, they fight each other. So let's go up to the viewpoint, see what it looks like up there.
This is what we came to see. The reversing fall rapids. Here, the Bay of Fundy's powerful tides collide with the river, literally reversing the flow of the water twice a day. It is one of the rarest tidal phenomenon in the world. From the viewing platform, you can see down the gorge. It's a pretty view at all times of the day, but depending on the tides, you will see varying differences in the water. High tide offers the most dramatic water patterns. Low tide offers the sights of many whirlpools, and slack time is where the water is at its most calm state. We were here at an almost exactly low tide, so while we got to see lots of whirlpools, we didn't get to see the dramatic rapids.
Right across the way there is the Skywalk. There's a restaurant bar there. You want to go check that out? All right, we're gonna walk over to Skywalk. It's a restaurant bar, and check it out and try to give a little information on that.
We decided to walk over the bridge to get a look from a platform on the opposite side of the gorge.
Andrea, you got to check this out. So there's low tide, there's slack tide, and look at high tide. Holy smokes. High tide's where you want to catch. So high tide, you get it smashing. Slack time is nothing. Low tide is all the whirlpools.
Here you'll descend several flights of stairs to get a lower vantage point.
I'm looking for Andrea to see if she's already she's already down there. I love it. She's an adventurous one, I'll tell you. So we're gonna go down as close as we can on this viewing point. And then maybe we'll check out the Skywalk. Maybe get a Canadian beer. We did a Thursday last week, and it was about cruising New England and Canada. And usually I have some sort of cocktail for the event. And we couldn't find any Canadian beer. So we're definitely gonna find a Canadian beer today, I can tell you that much.
This is where we ran into a few tourists and had a chance to chat with them. They're here on a road trip, and hopefully they'll start sharing some of their journey with us in our Hubbard's Journey Facebook group.
Can you see off in the distance there? That is the Majestic Princess. So I'm looking at my watch. It was basically a 2.5 mile walk. So let's say a half a mile was just walking around the port. So let's say 2 miles on my watch.
If you're on Facebook, consider joining our private group so you can share all of your travel experiences too. After climbing the stairs back up to the street side, we decided to head into the Skywalk restaurant and bar for a quick drink.
$15 to go up on the roof. Includes a 12-minute film observation deck. Huh. I'm gonna have a drink. Thank you so much. I'm just looking at your beer here because I want a Canadian beer. We're going with Moosehead Lager.
Moosehead Lager, do you want 16 or 20?
Oh Jesus, she's gonna try to get me hammered today. She's trying to get me hammered. 16 or 20, and she emphasized 20.
You can get a 20 because I'll take a sip of it and I'd like a water.
Oh, check that out. Moosehead.
We chatted with our bartender Alicia for a bit, had a local Moosehead Lager, and that's brewed right here in St. John, and took in the beautiful view of the reversing falls.
Oh, look at that. Thank you so much. So we're sitting at the bar here. You look right behind you. Check this view out. And you can sit at a table right here. Check the view out from this table. Nice. Andrea.
After resting for a bit, we retraced our steps and headed back towards the ship.
We're walking back, we're following the Harbour Trail, and there is home. Right above that hill right there. You can see they got something on the big screen there too. Bring us home, baby, bring us home. Oh, Canada.
It was a beautiful day exploring the area while getting in a bit of exercise. We left the ship around 11 a.m. after a late breakfast, and with our drink stop at the Skywalk and a casual walk to and from the reversing falls, we were back on board by 3:30 p.m.
So we came on this big ramp above us, and now we're gonna get on this little gangway right here. Gangplank, gangway. There's a significant difference between the two, right? I like gangway. I like gangplank too. Hello.
Come back.
My bird.
One more uphill to get docked.
Oh man.
And that's our day in St. John's, New Brunswick. Thank you for watching our video. We're going to give you a little bit of a recap of our day. What do we want to talk about?
I want to talk about the container village. That container village was cool. It had a good vibe. And what else it had was an ambassador there that pointed out to us
To go to the visitor center, which we did. Right next to the visitor center are the tides for the reversing rapids. So we knew we were going to be there at low tide. Would have liked to have been there at high tide. But that was not going to be the case.
Most people take a taxi there or do an Uber there or rent a car. We opted to walk, and our expectations weren't that high. We felt, it's just a river showing a tide. And quite honestly, I enjoyed it.
It was very nice.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the walk there. I enjoyed watching the water. And I enjoyed heading over to the other side of the bridge.
You could actually see the water changes from the different directions. And we got to have a nice little Moosehead lager.
A Moosehead lager. We met Alicia, the bartender, and we met a few more people down at the point that Andrea had walked down to. And that was awesome.
All in all, we had a great day. We would have liked to explore a little more in the city, which we didn't get to do. But I think the next time, if we're here, I want to go a little further because I want to go see that Fundy National Park and the Hopewell Rocks.
We would rent a car to do that for sure.
You have to.
It's much cheaper than doing an actual cruise ship excursion. And renting a car in Canada is just like renting a car in the United States.
So if you have any questions about what we did, or if you would like to share your experiences on what you did in this port, we'd love to hear about them. So please leave a comment below.
Absolutely. We'd love to hear it. And this is where I say, ciao for now.
We'll see you soon.
Thanks for watching, but there's more to explore.
And don't forget to hit that subscribe button
so you never miss any adventures.
Click on one of these videos to keep the journey going.
And this is where I say ciao for now.
We'll see you soon.